out, like, does he really like me, or is he just like?
Yeah, he likes you. He likes you so much that he wants to fuck. He wants to fuck you, baby.
Probably wanting a booty call because he's high value, but
probably number two. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Probably number two.
He has no kids, and I'm just trying to figure out, like,
he has children.
No, he doesn't have any children.
Right, man. I mean, all right. So let's fast. Hold on. Listen. Do you have a son or a daughter? Do you have a son?
I have two boys, a 1 and a 2-year-old.
Okay, so let's fast forward 35 years, and your oldest son is an accomplished attorney making $400,000 a year, and you've had to work with your ex to put your son through, University of Alabama, through Harvard, through junior law, all that stuff, and he comes home and says, "Mama, I'm getting married to a woman, a woman with 2 kids." You gonna say?
You see that there? You see that little laugh there? So how is it, yeah? A woman with 2 kids wants a man with no kids and who's rich, but if her child became rich, would not want her to come home with a woman with 2 kids. Is that not fucking hypocritical?
It's one of them ones. What's the word?
It's a double standard, baby.
Nah, there's another word for it. Everyone's just. Is it selfish?
That is selfish. Yeah, that's definitely selfish, self-indulgent.
That's the word.
That's some idiot talk. So, what's the saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You understand that? So you want a high value man, and if your son, the Creator bless his soul, becomes one, you wouldn't want him to come home with a woman with 2 kids. So why are you hustling backwards? It don't make sense. Mars, is what she saying makes any sense?
Nah, it's double standards.
That's quadruple standards. That's quadruple standards. What's going on in the world? You see, brief intermission, people. We need guidance. We need. You know what? I'm bugging. Let's say what bugging. We need guidance.
All right, son. I worked all my life for you to go do that.
I wouldn't be happy at first. However, if she was
no. See, now stop right there. Stop right there. Why wouldn't you be happy at first?
Because I'll be like, you can start your own family. However, if that's what you want,
let's not go down to however. Let's keep on that path. You can start your own family because
that'll be the right thing to do. That's what
What is righteousness? What is righteousness? Righteousness is doing the right thing. And this woman just said someone starting their own family would be the right thing, which is righteousness. So what the fuck is she doing? Is that righteousness? No.
Not the right thing.
We need guidance.
It's just what's right for herself, innit?
Come on, man. And which is self. I don't even think that's right for herself, though.
Now, when I say right for yourself, it's like, say right now, yeah, you doing something, yeah, was detrimental to like what's around you, but for you, it was just right for you. So you're just for yourself, basically. You're just saying,
man. That for me, man, that's a very like cynical way of just looking at life. It's like, yeah, man, it's cool for me. I'm in that situation, so what I think's negative don't count. It's like, no, man, apply everything to yourself as well. Just because you're the one in that situation, that doesn't give you this divinity that you're allowed to get away with whatever you want. Come on, man. You got 2 kids. You had a man that you created those 2 kids with. It didn't work out. Instead of just looking for someone that would love you for who you are, you know what I'm saying? You want someone that can bring something to your table. When your table's full. Your table's full. And on top of it, you want a high value man that's gonna come in that ain't allowed to discipline your kids and you want him to feed you and your kids, and what is he getting in return? What is he getting in return? What is he getting in return? Come on, man. Some hairy armpits.
Better thing, because you didn't raise your son and go through all that for him to take over some other person's bills.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to you.
All right.
I'm sorry, man, but that's the truth.
It does seem like it's coming from like a place in his heart. Like it seems like it's
I'm glad you noticed that. What made you clock that?
Kai, it's like he just one day had enough in it, and whatever situation he was in, he was like, fucking, I'm just gonna let them know, like,
yeah,
you get me?
I will give you that. You could tell Kevin he definitely came to that point in his life, and he just said, you know what, I'm gonna let every woman know that they're just wrong, and I'm thankful that there's someone out there that's doing this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to dick ride this nigga, bro. Like, don't ever get it twisted. I ain't nobody's dick rider, but this nigga talks the fucking truth. Like, ride that, nigga.
Truth. Are your children an asset?
I see what you're saying, but it's
but you still keep the butt. Are your children? Listen. Are your children an asset to another man?
No.
They can be.
I didn't ask.
You reckon?
Right.
They can be. They can be. One
of them comes to sports like that.
Because a boxer or footballer or something like that. Yeah, then one of them could be an asset in it. But cool. Let's say boom. Let's say you've met this woman. She's 30 years old with 2 kids. She's got like a 10-year-old. Yeah, would you like proper take him out to the park and first of all, we probably ain't even getting that close, to be honest with you. Let me even know if
something crazy, like something magical would have to happen to get me to that stage. Like.
So when you say what, in order for you to get into that type of position where you're literally dating a woman with 2 kids to the point where you're rolling with her sons out to the park and buying shopping for the crib, it's got to be something magical to come over you.
Something that justifies it, innit?
Like a spell, like you're bewitched.
no, not even something that just justifies it. Where like people be like, yo, what's going on? And I'm just like, well, to be honest, you get me.
Yeah. I love him like my own. I love that.
He went to university when he was 9 or something.
Yeah, when you say like that, but no, when you met them, you weren't in uni. It took about 3 years into the relationship for him to be who he is now. Are you gonna stick around for them 3 years with that woman with 2 kids?
Nah. To be honest, yeah, I wouldn't even get to that stage anyway.
I'm with you on that one. Like real talk, and this is no disrespect to any woman with kids here, but we're the type of guys. We're not gonna string you women along like that. We won't. We're not gonna like proper put. We're not gonna let a woman with a family put her whole trust and commitment into guys like us. That's just not what we do. If we meet, we date, but more than likely, if the woman's got kids, I doubt we're gonna be making anything for long-term arrangements because men like us, we think long-term. So if you come with kids, then we know the kids have a father. We're a man, innit? And one day we're gonna have to meet their father, and I hope, guys, even though if you're not with the mother, certain men are playing a part in their kids' life, and we don't wanna be there for that awkward day when we gotta sit down with this guy that used to fuck you and gave you them babies. You understand? Like we don't want to be reminded of that all day from when he's texting you that he's coming over tomorrow. So could you cook some rice for him?
If they can't, how can they?